Yeah. Here we are at the Duncan Showroom tonight. This may or may not stay up online. I sure hope it does, because tonight we're doing a live recording. We've been saying for a long time, my good buddy Lennon, that, hey, we got to get something out there so you got some product to sell off the side of the stage, because I personally very much enjoy what this guy has to say and the way that he says it. He's the one who turned me around as to what hip-hop was all about. I thought I was just crotch grabbing and dropping the F-bomb all the time, but it's not. There's some serious social justice being requested and actually located and pinpointed and say, here's somewheres where you could actually do some things with what's going on with the world, right? So that kind of stuff I really like, the observations and the way he does it. He's teamed up with another guy, so they're calling themselves now, it's a new name, it's Late Night and the Enforcer. So they're going to be, what? Enchanter. Sorry. Yeah. The Enforcement Chanter. I'll get it right, the Enchanter. Sorry, that would be a lot different. It's a totally different tone of voice. That would be the Enforcer. This is the Enchanter. Right? Enchanting is a lot much easier to get the message across, and that's something you always got to remember. It's easy to be on the right side, but if you don't tell it the right way, no one's going to be on your side, right? So you got to figure out all that part too. It's not just an easy task of discovering the truth. It's how do you convey the truths of life. Late Night and the Enchanter are the people who are going to do it for you tonight. We might be doing some of these songs twice. We might be doing some of them three. It depends how the evening goes. The whole idea is to get the best song out of it so we can make this recording. And you guys that are here are very fortunate to be catching part of it. And you guys are really fun. You're going to have the best time of it. Okay, let's get them on the stage, please.
Thanks for everybody that's here. Thanks for everybody that watches this video. Thanks for everybody involved in the creation of this video.
Should we start with Mr. Nice Guy? That's a good one to warm up with, I think. This is a new song. It's a collaboration between myself and the Enchanter here. Original beats, original lyrics. The song is called Mr. Nice Guy. Cold stares from strangers as they pass by, like everybody in this damn city knows I'm high. Am I paranoid, or is it mutual? Play it safe, up to business as usual. Behind closed doors, tighten up your locks. Hide the fetishes in the drawer with your sweat socks. Everybody's got a way to take the edge off. Some get lit up, while others toss a Molotov. Decades of shame contaminate the mind, making folks think they got some kind of dark side. Living their private lives, same as you and I. So you do your thing and I'll do mine, cause I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. Need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Yes, I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Mr. Nice Guy.
Nice guy.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Nice guy.
Shame games and dirty little secrets. On the down low's the only place to keep it in without shame. The thrill isn't the same. If it wasn't for the guilt, would the pleasure still remain? Please explain. Maintain a code of silence. The biggest sinners always act like the pious. I guess it's something in our nature makes us hypocrites, judging others even though we do the same shit. Blame it on tradition, religion, or superstition. We've always had a taste for the fruit that's been forbidden. It's a given. No matter what you call it, everyone has skeletons somewhere in their closet. Twisted tendencies, chemical dependencies. People aren't the Puritans that they pretend to be. So judge not, lest ye be judged. Methinks that thou doth protest too much of Mr. Nice Guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Yes, I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No no need to sound the alarm. I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Don't be a hypocrite.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, means I'm ready for that one. So it's called Digital Age.
Now we're living in the digital age. They got it. Wired for the digital age. And we've been
Program.
program for the digital age. And now we're glitching in the digital age. On the information to a highway, multimedia inundates the mind state, penetrating the subcranial cortex into the virtual reality vortex, attacking out its consumer electronic bliss. It doesn't get much more ignorant than this. System crashes, mass communication as civilization drastically changes. Now we're living in the digital age. Wired for the digital age.
Program.
Program for the digital age. And now glitching in the digital age. Good job. Back online, going viral, out of control now, watch spiral. Trapped in the net, there's no escape. Techno crashes down a face in a frantic state, racing like rats. Lethal back, try to adapt. Habitat under attack, full speed ahead, no turning back. Science fiction be coming back. What was with the future is now the past. Blasting off in the cyberspace, point in the click, it's all it takes to navigate this latest frontier from the landscape to the blogosphere. I gotta disconnect because I can't believe what a worldwide tangle web we weave. And now we're living in the digital age. They got it. Wired for the digital age. We been program for the digital age. And now we're glitching in the digital age. Bionic, robotic, automaton, it's all the same. Cybernetically connected to the mainframe. Modernized, behavior patterns modified. Preoccupied, electronically lobotomized. Zombified like a pandemic in the streets. Conversation of the verbal kind is obsolete. Dependency upon technology is on the rise. Assimilating and innovating our own demise. We're living in the digital age. Wired for the digital age.
Program.
Program for the digital age. And now glitching in the digital age. We're going digital. Glitching in the digital age. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Let's jump on the mic for this one.
Make some noise for the Enchanter. Everybody getting on the mic.
It's the Enchanter, recanter, flat out a slut to Enchanter, time to find a blinding rhyme. The time's nigh, an outcry. Yo, pack the bowl, step out back for a stroll. Dispatch the mole, exact the toll. On the sack I sold the fattest blats. Madness spat, crack the mold. Act upon only the factual. And act the pack to extract the bad apple actual. What perturbs me most is the most boastful repose captured by the most exposed to the shrapnel. Impacted capsule, yet attacked in whole. A vast manufactured massacre with profit maximal. Grotesque, flex, flicks on my fix to boost the beastly brew that I mix.
Flicks on my fix to nix so like a green crack fix.
The garbage man cometh to cause pause, your heart rate plummets to a suspended state as I harness darkness, foul-mouthed trumpets, embark towards the far north through the summit. The apex to flex my neck to perplex the lummox. With my vortex of hexing vex, a direct yet outlandish mix of shit-talky and complex to flummox. A derisive blast, the ensuing spewing of trash may cause toddlers' bulging eyes to cry and teeth to gnash. Tortex, kicks, flicks on my mix to boost the beastly brew that I mix. Flicks on my mix to nix so like a green crack fix.
Rational and practical, immaculately casual and natural. The way I weave up words together is masterful, radical, fanatical, lyrical mastermind. Therapeutic music more than just a way to pass the time. Back to the microscopic, no matter the size of topic. Speak on what some people only think but never verbalize. Rhymes to desecrate everything that's held sacred. If the words don't make you think, then why even say it? The definition of an MC, in my opinion, more than just talking shit to get recognition. Like a physician, my fingers on the pulse, dissecting the system with a surgical precision. Or with a surgical precision, a vortex, flex,
flicks on my mix
to boost the beastly brew that I mix. Flicks on my mix to nix so like a green crack fix.
Check it out. Flatus erupts from the front side bus. Listen up, Gus, don't fuss or fret. Bustle through the set, tussle with effects. Compress next, the flex to repress the unrest of the nestled pest. The rest press, the reject dongle disk. Decal, fecal, sea cow. Seek now the peak out, the geek with the neat beak. Replete with shit to shovel the bleed. Wired fleet, tires beat. File treat, mired in the beat. Perspired tire. Reply why liar. Disperse the turf. Burst through my front orifice first. Oh, so sorry if it hurts. The worst first blurts, the tissue supplier. The side pry, the rye with the pliers.
Flicks on my mix.
Yeah. Right. This is the last one that we're doing here. We're hoping it works out just the way we want it to, which you're always doing. We've only been through it a few times the way we have it, so hopefully we can nail this one. This is called Sham Clans. It's basically him describing the things in the world that we don't think are going the way they should be. And I like to say that if the pendulum was swinging in the direction of the way it should be, then we would be a little bit more optimistic, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. My lines generally will tend to describe the people that are following along without objection or paying attention to the aforementioned. So anyway, it's wordy as hell, and hopefully we can get through it. So here we go. Trampling victims, flattened under massive hubris, hubris replacements, drool to take less, fake faces, snicker from behind, thin, cubicle walls and water coolers, stalls, parts from licking on corporate balls, constant gerbil wheel of tragic comedy, calamity casting calls, curtains fall, prepare to install the firewall to safe make us, somebody ought to wake us, instead they slake us, because you know, they got gerbils to feed to, needful servitude to the few, rebuking drools over fueled on fast foods, the sham, the scam, invest to infest your psyche. Mikey might not like the flavor we bring, the things that nobody will mention, the prevention of tension inside, we find.
Frayed twines, the ties that bind to the Muppet Master clandestine that pulls behind. Chalk outlines the scene of the crime, evidence left by the thoughts of a dissonant mind. Times have changed, lines of blur, shades of gray. It's hard to separate the predators from the prey, but the objective is finally clear, to say what people fear but don't want to hear. Capitalism's an insidious system that holds us captive, and we love it like Stockholm Syndrome. A bad case, facing this conundrum, we're in the world, we're passing on to the next. The kin is crumbling fast, how long can it last? Tensions rising, faster than the sea levels on the horizon. On the horizon.
It's on the horizon. Class bags, bolts with coagulating slop, devoured hourly by the underpowered broken slobs, oddly plotted, robbed, taught, rose from endless. Motley blotted, erotic, allotted, coffee pot and smoke provoked mobs, bobble-headed, slobbering knobs, dropped off with gravitas. Hi, my name is Bob. Sidle up to the trough, kick back the souring, slurry of sprog, unsavory and scoffed upon stew pods, bubbling stuffed with cast-offs, a foul wretched broth of offal, stray steaks from craven knaves, broken ego strokes, melodic broke folks, revoked stokes, a hierarchical chokes, reverse personal votes, third-rate croaks, offensive jokes from overweight white blokes, harumping, tub-thumping, fold-humping stump, frumpy dump crumps, abrupt crumbs, chumps, guns bunches, along lunches, omitted clock punches. I got my mumble rap on.
The military-industrial complex cause vocal cords to flex, articulate and express. I'd like to impress, system much we're under duress, but right to privacy susceptible to being suppressed, uncontested. Our development arrested by petulant warlords, hordes for dead presidents, corridors of power they walk in street corners. Chaos and disorder, blaming innocent foreigners, refugees who flee war and poverty. Direct result of corporate imperial policy.
Right on. Yeah, little bumpy there, but it sounded pretty good overall, I think. So, yeah. Hey, Tim, you want to maybe try that one a second time? All right.
Yeah, let's do that one again.
Sure thing. Absolutely. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
Totally.
we can do that.
Thank you muchly.
All right.
Oh, because this might be the one.
Put a candle in the window, 'cause I feel I've got to move. Though I'm gone.
Okay, we're ready? Are we ready to re-go? Okay, we'll go the same order again.
All right.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Let's hit this maw because we don't cuss very much. No. No, there's lots to say without it.
Cold stares from people as they pass by, like everybody in this damn city knows I'm high. Am I paranoid or is it mutual? I'll play it safe, up to business as usual. Behind closed doors, tighten up your locks. Hide the fetishes in the drawer with your sweat socks. Everybody's got a way to take the edge off. Some get lit up while others toss a Molotov. Decades of shame contaminate the mind, making folks think they got some kind of dark side, living their private lives, same as you and I. So you do your thing and I'll do mine, 'cause I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Just leave me alone. I'm a nice guy. Mind your own. secrets. On the down low's the only place to keep it in without shame. The thrill isn't the same. If it wasn't for the guilt, would the pleasure still remain? And please explain. Maintain a code of silence. The biggest sinners always act like the pious. I guess it's something in our nature makes us hypocrites. Judging others even though we do the same shit. Blame it on tradition, religion, the superstition. We've always had a taste for the fruit that's been forbidden. It's a given. No matter what you call it, everyone has skeletons somewhere in the closet. Twisted tendencies, chemical dependencies. These people aren't the Puritans that they pretend to be. So judge not, lest ye be judged. Methinks that thou doth protest too much. You're Mr. Nice Guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. Yo, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't mean any harm, I'm a nice guy. No need to sound the alarm, I'm a nice guy. You don't know me at all, but I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks, you nice guys. All right, should we, same order as before, right?
Sure, man.
All right. Total information grid. Here we go. Now we're living in the digital age. You got it. Why for the digital age? We've been
Program
for the digital age. Now we're glitching in the digital age. On the information superhighway, multimedia inundates the mind state, penetrating the subcranial cortex into the virtual reality vortex, checking out its consumer electronic bliss. It doesn't get much more ignorant than this. System crashes, mass communication as civilization drastically changes. And now we're living in the digital age. They got it. Why for the digital age? We been program for the digital age. Now we're glitching in the digital age. Good job. Going viral, out of control, now watch spiral. Trapped in an S, there's no escape. Technocraft is on a phase, in a frantic state, racing like grass. Reformat, try to adapt. Habitat under attack. Full speed ahead, no turning back. That space to be coming back. Once with the future and now the past. Blasting off in the cyberspace. Pointing to click is all it takes to navigate this latest frontier from the netscape to the blogosphere. I gotta disconnect because I can't believe what a worldwide tangled web we weave. And now we're living in the digital age. They got it. Wired for the digital age. We've been program for the digital age. Now glitching in the digital age. Automaton, it's all the same. Cybernetically connected to the mainframe. Modernized, behavior patterns modified. Preoccupied, electronically lobotomized. Zombified like a pandemic in the streets. Conversation of the verbal kind is obsolete. Dependency upon technology is on the rise. Assimilating and innovating our own demise. Now we're living in the digital age. Why for the digital age? We've been the digital age, and now we're glitching in the digital age. We're going into the digital, 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 into the digital. Program.
Ready? Let's do a shampoo. Trampling victims, flattened under massive hubris replacements, drool to take less, fake faces, snicker from behind, thin, cubicle walls and water cooler stalls, parks from licking on corporate balls, constant gerbil wheel of tragic comedy, calamity casting calls, curtains fall, prepare to install the firewall to safe make us, somebody ought to wake us, instead they slake us, because you know, they got gerbils to feed to, needful servitude to the few, rebuking drools over fuel to fast foods, the sham, the scam, invest to infest your psyche. Mikey might not like the flavor we bring, the things that nobody will mention, the prevention of tension inside, we find.
Braid twine, the tides that bind to the puppet master clandestine, the pulls behind. And chalk outlines, a scene of the crime, evidence left by the thoughts of a dissident mind. Times have changed, lines are blurred, shades of gray. It's hard to separate the predators from the prey. But the objective is finally clear, to say what people fear but don't want to hear. Capitalism's an insidious system that holds us captive, and we love it like Stockholm Syndrome, a bad case. Facing this conundrum, we're in the world, we're passing on to our next of kin. It's crumbling fast, no longer than last, tensions rising, rapid like sea levels on the horizon. It's on the horizon.
Class bags bulged with coagulating slop, devoured hourly by the underpowered broken slobs, oddly plotted, robbed Todd Rose from endless motley blotter, about a colada coffee pot, smoke provoked mobs, bobble-headed slobbering knobs, dropped off with gravitas. Hi, my name is Bob. Sidle up to the trough, kick back the souring slurry of sprog, the savory and scoffed upon stew pots, bubbling stuffed with cast-offs, a foul-wretched broth of awful stray steaks for craven eggs, broken ego stroke, applauding rogue folks, revoked stokes, a hierarchical chokes, reverse personal pokes, third-rate croaks, offensive jokes from overweight white blokes, harumping, thumping, full-tumping, stump, frumpy, grumpy, dump clumps of swath drump chumps, lunch bunches, along lunches, omitted clock punches.
The military-industrial complex cause vocal cords reflex, articulate and express. I'd like to impress just how much we're under duress for rights and privacy susceptible to being suppressed, uncontested. Our development arrested by petulant warlords, whores for dead presidents. Corridors of power, they walk like street corners. Chaos and disorder, blaming innocent foreigners, refugees who flee war and poverty, casualties of corporate imperial policy. The shock waves from provocative talk resonate to wake the masses of dead that walk.
Yeah. Nice.
Sham clans.
That's the one that time, like that. Yeah. All right, here we go. Wow. If the Enchanter, flat out a swamp to Enchanter, time to find a blinding rhyme, the time's nigh, an outcry. Yo, pack the bowl, step out back for a stroll, dispatch the mole, exact the toll. On the sack I sold the fattest blast, madness fat, crack the mold. Act upon only the factual, enact the pack to extract the bad apple actual. What perturbs me most is the most boastful riposte, captured by the most exposed to the shrapnel. Impacted capsule yet intact and whole, a fast manufactured massacre with profit maximal. Grotesque, flex, flicks of a fix to boost the beastly brew that I mix. Flicks of a fix to nix to like a green crack fix. The garbage man's cometh to cause pause your heart rate plummets to a suspended state as I harness darkness. Foul-mouthed trumpets embark towards the far north to the summit. The apex to flex my neck to perplex the lummox. With my vortex of hexing vex, a direct yet outlandish mix of shit talking and complex to flummox. A derisive blast, the ensuing spewing of trash may cause toddlers' bulging eyes to cry and teeth to gnash. Tortex, picks, flick some a mix to boost the beastly brew that I mix. Flick some a mix to mix to like a green crack fix.
Irrational, impractical, immaculately casual, the natural, the way I weave my words together is masterful, radical, fanatical, lyrical mastermind, therapeutic music more than just a way to pass the time. Back up to the microscopic, no matter the size of topics. Speak on one, some people only think but never verbalize. Rhymes to desecrate everything that's held sacred. If the words don't make you think, then why even say it? The definition of an MC, in my opinion, more than just talking shit to get recognition. Like a physician, my fingers on the pulse, dissecting the system with a surgical precision. With the surgical precision, a vortex, flex, the boost of easy brew that I mix. Flick some of mix to nix, so like a green crack fix.
Flatus erupts from the front side bust. Listen up, Gus, don't fuss or fret. Bustle through the scent, tussle with effects. Compress next, deflect to repress the unrest of the nestled pest. The rest press, the reject dongle, this decal, fecal sea cow. Seek now the peak out, the geek with the neat beat, replete with shit to shovel the bleed. Wired fleet, tired beat, file treat, mired in the peat, perspire, tire. Reply wide liar, disperse the thirst first through my front orifice first. Oh, so sorry if it hurts. The worst first blurts, the tissue supply.